Alrighty then. Hey, this is Wentus. Yet again, I'm going to be continuing my Let's Play of Pikmin 2, and I missed my timing on that. Never mind, that's not important. Whatever. Welcome back to more Pikmin 2, guys. I don't even know what I was really talking about at the beginning of that. Oh, technically, yes, I do. You see, one thing I usually do is whenever I say my name of Wentus, I try to move whatever is on screen as quick as I can. And by the way, this is a good time to bring up, it's fun to kind of make the ship fly all over the place by just rotating the control stick. But yeah, last time we went to the perplexing pool for the first time, completed the Citadel of Spiders, or like, as I like to call it, the Cavern of Creepy Crawlies. And this episode, we're actually going to be going back to the Awakening Wood again, for a very important reason. You see, there's not a whole lot more that I'd want to do in the perplexing pool before we get one other thing done first. And something that will make us feel pretty complete, if you know what I mean. Not trying to imply anything with that. Oh, don't tell me the pointer's not working right again. Dang it! I swear that has to happen at least once per recording session. But let's go ahead and get our Pikmin out. Let's see, I don't think I need a whole lot of white Pikmin. In fact, I don't think we really need any today. In fact, you know what we're going to do immediately? Oh, come on, pointer. Work with me here. It's being super weird. Sorry, I hate to have this happen in the middle of a recording. There we go, that should just about do it. So let's go ahead and get our yellow Pikmin out, as many as we possibly can. Yeah, I don't know why my pointer's been acting super weird recently, also we may as well call it Leo, and they're taking down Candy Pop Buds. Not Candy Pop Buds, Pellet Posies. We'll take some reds with us for combat, but we're not going to be carrying a whole lot with us immediately, at least. So let's go ahead and get everybody together. This should be plenty. We could get some berries going, actually they haven't even grown yet. So let's go ahead and just head on past. Oh, they just grew, actually. First of all, let's get this guy wiped out because he's in our way. Ooh, Louis got hit there. He actually lost a pretty good-sized chunk of his health. But one thing to note is that we can actually get at this now that we have yellow Pikmin. They have just enough range to get up to it. So let's get a few on that. That should do it. And next thing we're going to want to do is take our yellows, as many as we possibly can, and toss them all up there, because as you notice, there is an electric... Oh, jeez, that's not good, that's not good. I forgot about that guy being up there. Let's go ahead and send our reds up there, and we'll get them... That should be about enough to get that thing wiped out. Our yellows could probably handle it, honestly, but I'm bringing reds too, just in case. Let's go ahead and get all of them up there. There we go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and dismiss them, have Louis pick up these guys. Oh, I just called a bunch off that cliff and died. No, come on, pointer. This thing is being super unresponsive today. Yeah, yep, they're all up there still. I'm just going to run past this guy here, call over all my Pikmin, and immediately have them begin on this guy. There we go, that should do it. You may notice beyond there... Look, there! Wild blue Pikmin are chasing prey near the water's edge. Perhaps by observing these wild specimens, we can understand more about their true nature. Ding! I apologize. I was momentarily entranced by them. Now, back to work. Yes, we could study these guys in the wild to learn more about their true nature. What is going on? Oh, the treasure's back. I did not expect to get interrupted by that. And it's weird we can't see the Pikmin who carried it. What is Carmix? Healing cask. It's not worth much, but hey, it's treasure. So let's go ahead and get our yellow Pikmin onto this electric gate. Remember, if anything other than yellow Pikmin touch an electric gate, or anything electric for that matter, they instantly die, so be very careful not to throw any red Pikmin at this whatsoever. That's why I'm getting much slower near the last few of these guys. Let's get as many as we can on that, because it's going to take a while to break that down. As for our reds, here's what the way is cleared that way. Not a whole lot we can actually do with our reds, except for toss them back over to Louis. And have them start gathering berries. Actually, let's go ahead and take down this other cloaking burrow knit, because once we get to those blues, we're going to want to... Whoa, that one had a ton of pellets in it. Yeah, we're going to want to definitely get the population of blues built up fast, and those burrow knits will really help. But until then, let's go ahead and get some berries going in here. We could get to those purple berries that were further up. Oh, I may as well call these yellows back over to work with Olimar. Yeah, we got plenty of creatures here. This is mostly going to be a day of building up our blue population. Oh, I do not want a yellow on that. Come on. Come on. There we go. Like so. Dang it! How did it possibly get a yellow out of that entire bunch of reds? Whatever. I'll throw reds directly onto these. That ought to do it. And now let's go ahead. I'm just going to toss the yellows up first so that they can get to work. I just heard... Oh, it looks like it's actually done. Never mind. We'll go ahead and get that done with. Actually, I'll have Olimar toss all these yellows back down to Louis, while Olimar goes and works with the blues. So gonna have them get to work down there. I probably could have just dismissed them and had Louis whistle them, but whatever. So let's go ahead and call these guys back. These guys were my favorite Pikmin in the first one. At last, you have encountered them. They seem to have gill-like ducts on their cheeks. They must be blue Pikmin. You couldn't tell by the color. Like the other types, they look to you for direction. While they are indeed surviving naturally, they seem to long for a valiant leader. So yes, the blues, as you may note, they can survive in water. They are the only Pikmin which can do so. So let's go ahead and have them immediately get to work on carrying these back. Okay, well, 2 on one of those is fine. But before they continue with that, I'm going to have Louis immediately put away all of our other Pikmin. And I mean all of them. That way we can just get our blues built up and nothing else. Also, I want to point out with the whole... Well, get what I'm saying there? Point out with the whole pointer situation? I kind of made that joke preemptively. Whatever. Either way, what I would like to point out with the pointer situation is that... Something odd about it is that well... I basically have a tiny circle in which to point in, and it seems to be, like, changing where it is. Like, a second ago, it only worked if I pointed way to the left. Now it's working only if I point way to the right. It's getting really weird. But that's what happens when I have to set up a pointer underneath a desk. And when I swap, it seems to be weird. I wish I didn't have to work with a pointer, but I'm pretty sure it's all that's compatible. Plus, being able to point further away is definitely convenient. So let's go ahead and get those 2 on that. Also, you may notice there is some paint over there. Not just any kind of paint, though. You'll see in just a moment what type it is. Let's go ahead and withdraw those 3, or 4 actually, blue Pikmin. No, was it just 3? I guess one was 4. Let's see, they should get to work on that immediately. Let's get these little, what are they called? I know they are young Wollywogs. And technically they're, of course, I actually don't remember what those things are called in real life. And I don't remember the game names for them, so this is kind of awkward. Ugh. Sorry, I got something like, my nose is bothering me, but it's because it's allergy season. It's making it really weird to talk. Yeah, you may notice that the blue Pikmin could not actually damage those guys until after we had thrown at them. So yeah, it was kind of a interesting note, but once we have thrown at them, they get the job done pretty quick. Let's take you guys, and also I should note, of course, for those of you that don't know, blue Pikmin can survive on land just fine. They are just also able to survive in the water. Alright, it's going to take all except for 6 of our Pikmin to get that done. That's fine, just take an extra 1 on that. I'm going to leave you 2 to get to work on that, and I'm going to go get enough Pikmin to get that finish carried back. Yeah, I'm really sorry that I'm super sniffly and my voice may sound kind of weird. I actually was sick very recently. In fact, it was just it was actually this Friday. I actually had to go home early because I was feeling really sick at work. I was really pale. I was running like a 101-degree fever, but I'm feeling better today. At least a little bit better. So, Yeah, my voice may sound a little bit weird, but the weekend's my only time that I have time to record, so yeah, I'm getting to work on that right now, whether I feel sick or not. Otherwise, I'd have to go a full week without uploading, and yeah, I do not want to go through that. I want to maintain daily uploads. Of course, every once in a while there would be like little details where something comes up, but yeah, I don't want to have to go a full week without uploading. That'd be terrible. But you never know, it might have to happen someday if I get really sick. I mean, yesterday I was pretty much better, and today is Sunday, by the way, for me, and it's my last day to record. It's, in fact, 7 p.m. because I had plans with the family today. So yeah, that's pretty much my personal life. The other thing that really took place today was, went out and got sushi. I don't know why, a lot of people wouldn't recommend sushi when you feel sick, but honestly, whenever I have it when I feel sick, it makes me feel really good afterwards, just because, I don't know, I guess it's a lot of protein, and, rice, which is easy on your stomach. So I suppose that would be good for you. I'm not sure how exactly that would work, though. Either way, that's what makes me feel better whenever I go out to eat. I don't know. I guess something to ask about in the comments today, since I don't do that often enough. I don't ask for you guys' participation. I don't know, what do you guys think of sushi, as an example, or what's your favorite food? Just feel free to let me know about that. I'm actually legitimately curious, because that's one thing that I usually ask people whenever I meet them in person, is like, what's your favorite food, as an example. It's a good conversation starter. Of course, most of the people that I talk to can't stand sushi, because they say, ugh, raw fish, why would you ever want to eat that? It's delicious. I don't care what anyone says. And of course, it is very expensive. I actually do have a place nearby me that is really nice for getting sushi, because they actually offer, oh, and as you can see now, the pointer knows how it like froze for a second there. Now I'm actually having to point in a different area to get to work. It's really weird because the sensor bar is not moving. Maybe my sensor bar is damaged. But like I was saying about sushi though, I have a nice place near me called Wasabi's. It's really, really good sushi. Like, I'm not sure if this means much to anyone else, but as an example, you can see with the yellowtail that they serve, or the salmon that they serve. Specifically, with the yellowtail, tonight it was especially good because you'd see a little bit of the skin with it, so it was definitely a very good tasting cut. And with a salmon, you could actually see the streaks of fat in it very clearly, so it was definitely a good cut of salmon. So yeah, if you happen to live in Colorado, just outside of Denver, check out Wasabi's. They are very nice. They offer all-you-can-eat sushi for $27, and no, I'm not getting sponsored to say this. If anyone was stupid enough to try to get me to sponsor them, or if someone was sponsoring me with my channel, yeah, they would not be the smartest people. But I'm just talking about my favorite sushi place, because I'm not really sure what else to talk about when we're just building up Pikmin and not even fighting anything. I guess that's enough time with story time with Wentus. Let's go ahead and get all these blue Pikmin. I always like to have a lot of blue Pikmin because they're one of my most used Pikmin in this game. Let's go ahead and have them carry back this treasure. It's gonna be a few too many, but whatever. That should be enough with them. I have a total of 54 blue Pikmin so far. I definitely want to have over 100, because there are times that I'm gonna want to have 100 blue Pikmin. So yeah, also, note that that bit of paint, it actually does leave a permanent stain on the ground here. I always found that kind of interesting. It's a nice little touch. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and... No, not toss Pikmin. Let's go ahead and pick the Pikmin. And that's the name of the game, Pikmins. So, well, not Pikmins, but you know what I mean. Those two sprouting. I can't wait till that treasure gets back, though, because I want to note out that it's kind of a bit of a joke with that treasure that I found funny. But it's related to something I've never had much of an association with, but I like it. That'll make a lot more sense once the treasure gets back, though. So let's go ahead and get these guys. I think we'll clear out those dwarf bulborbs. No, I know what we're going to do. We're not going to clear out those dwarf bulborbs yet. Let's just pick these last couple guys, because if we leave them here till sunset, they'll be fine since they're underground. However, we'll probably never come back up here, since these Pikmin are... We're pretty much done plucking these guys up here now. So, I'd like to get some nectar for them, but I'm not certain. The rest of the guys are on their way back to the camp, so they'll be fine tonight. I'm not going to go into any caves today. Also, these Pikmin are very slow, thanks to the fact that they're all leaves. Yeah, I'm not going to go into any caves this episode, but I'll definitely be going to some next episode. Let's see, if I remember correctly, we are about 40% of the debt recovered. We are 40%. I don't know why I have a habit of saying that. It's not. I never say we have completed 40% of the debt or anything. It's properly English like that. I always say we are X% of the debt recovered. I'm not sure why I do that. Now, let's go ahead and take out this Wollywog. Oh, okay. I think those guys are in an okay position. Let's go ahead and call them off. Ooh. I think we lost one. Nope. Still good? No, those guys are dead. Yeah, I lost at least one there. Yeah, I lost one blue Pikmin. But we can, as you can see over here, we can go through this water now. And we can actually build a bridge so that the rest of our Pikmin can make it across. And there's poison on that bridge, so we're going to need white Pikmin to get to work on that. But our other blues have made it back. I think I'm going to have Louie take control of those ones, while Olimar keeps an eye on these guys building the bridge. Decorative goo. And notice that it says Mario Paints. I like that a lot because, as many of you may know, there was a video game a while back. I don't remember what console it was on, but it was called Mario Paint. And yeah, it's not literal paint. It was actually a musical game, if I remember correctly. I might be crazy there. I'm probably crazy, but that's beside the point. Either way, I just always found that kind of interesting. It's a nice little touch. But Olimar's going to be watching them to call them back. Louie is back here, so we'll have him call on those guys. Oh, yes. Actually, instead of having Louie carry those guys back, I'm going to have Louie work with these guys to hit this down here. You may notice there's a rock in this water, and this area of water looks very odd. There's a very important reason for that, and we're definitely going to want that cleared out as soon as possible. My nose is so stuffy. I actually, even blew my nose before this episode, but it didn't help. Oh, looks like they're already done here, and those guys that are over there are trying to get at the, what's called? Let's go ahead and head back. See if we can't have... Oh, looks like they were working with Louie. Notice now, that has drained. So yes, that has opened a new way forward for us. I don't want them to be working on that. I think we have control of all of our blue Pikmin. Pretty sure Olimar is somewhere up here. No, he's still a ways away. Okay, 54, and he has 11. Yeah, we have all of our Pikmin. We're in the clear, guys. That's going to be it for this day, though. But it's nice having blue Pikmin. Also, you may notice that when we whistle for them, there's no onion at the site here, so they're all just going to run back to their onion way over there for some reason. Instead of just putting them up there, we just do it now. It's kind of weird, but whatever. They'll still be fine anyway. And yeah, that cloaking burn, it's going to try to get us in. It's attacking really weirdly, like it's freezing up instead of like the usual shivering that it does. Oh well. But with that, we finally have every species of Pikmin in this game. Now is when the real game begins. Oh, I'm so glad we're to this point now, because now we can start working with every resource we have. We only brought back 2 treasures. I get the feeling the President's not going to be happy about that since he found out about those loan sharks he accidentally went with. But overall today, we had almost every species, well, rather, the only species we worked with today, blues, went up. We didn't lose anything else. We lost 1 in battle today. The Pikmin always sounds so sad when it lists how many were lost. 17 lost so far. I just took a call from my loan agent. He has the scariest voice I've ever heard. While you two are dawdling about, my life hangs by a thread. Get to work, slackers! Yeah, as I thought, he's not happy. I do like how he says, he has the scariest voice I have ever heard. I just find that hilarious. But yes, you may notice there's only actually 2 more caves in this area, and of course some above-ground treasures. We don't know how many are left. But yeah, there's still a lot to be done in all 3 regions. And, well, next episode, we're actually going to be heading back to the Valley of Repose for the first time in a long time. Or maybe I'll head to the Perplexing Pool. I think I'd rather head to the Perplexing Pool because there's something a bit more... something a bit different I'd like to do over there, actually. Yeah, I'll definitely be heading to the Perplexing Pool to get something done. Still, that is going to be it for this episode. And, as per usual, if you guys did enjoy this video and you'd like to help me, any sort of likes, favorites, but especially comments and subscribing really do go a long ways to help me. So if you did enjoy, please do one of those. Or don't. Either way, really. But this has been Wentus. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time when we continue this game of Pikmin 2. See ya then!